For the past few months, there's been a wave going on in the faceless YouTube field some of you may know as the AI wave. There's been a lot of gurus telling you that you need only 30 minutes a day and that AI will do everything for you, and there's literally zero human effort, and also promising that you'll get rich. But after spending 10 years running faceless YouTube channels and making a bunch of money and even scaling some to multiple six figures, I can confidently tell you that that's complete BS. Now, has AI made the process easier? Yes. But has it completely replaced and changed the game where you don't need any human revision or human effort? No, that's completely false. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you the exact problems that AI is bringing into your channels and how you can easily solve them. Barrier to entry is the #1 thing that people are talking about and referencing when talking about AI. And the reason that is because everybody has access to AI tools, right? They're either extremely cheap or they're free. And to be honest, anybody can go to Claude or go to these AI softwares and get the same results or the same scripts or the same video ideas that you're getting for your own channel. And let me just inform you right now, if something is as repeatable and as simple as that, that's not a long-term business, and that's not predictable or sustainable. That's just a trend, which for me and all my channels and most of you watching this, you want faceless YouTube to be your long-term thing where you can make money for the next 10, 20, even 50 years if you really wanted to. So we're not trying to make money short-term, we're trying to make money long-term and also have it predictable, sustainable, and also passive. And also because the barrier to entry with fully AI channels, if you're having everything done with AI, the barrier to entry is so low that as a result that every channel ends up looking the same, sounding the same. And like I just said, if you're having things that are so easy to replicate with AI and such as simple as, hey, generate me a script for this video or generate me a video or images for this channel, well, then that's, again, not a sustainable long-term business. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to be going over how to fix it, what you need to do, and what AI is actually here to do for YouTube. Because a common misconception among AI and just any business, but especially faceless YouTube automation, is that AI is here to replace us, right? Like, oh, you're not going to be able to do faceless content anymore because an AI can generate the content, or an AI can run the channel, post it, title, ideate, do everything for it. But that's entirely just not the case. All of these plaques that you see behind me have very little AI use, if any at all. And yes, they're all long form channels, no shorts. But the thing that AI is useful for is utilizing and easing some of the processes, the workflows, systemizing things, doing a bunch of the grunt work that takes time and it is manual work, but it doesn't require you physically to do it or for you to spend a bunch of money to hire a freelancer or a virtual assistant in order to do that work for you. Some things that AI is really good at, it is analyzing and topic research and just niche research in general. You can give it video examples, channel examples, and you can have it report to you every single morning or every week, and it will give you the outliers, the biggest videos that perform that week, and it will break everything down, and that doesn't require you to physically do that. AI can do that for you. But back to this, here are going to be the ways to solve it. The way to solve and the way to stand out when doing YouTube faceless content for the next 20 years, now that we're in this new AI wave, the ways to resolve this is you're going to want to add human touches. And I'm not even going to say you're going to want to. You need to add human touches and human elements to your content. Again, AI is not as simple, especially with YouTube. If you want to make money with AI content, you can't just go to ChatGPT. You can't just go to Claude. You can't just go to VidRush. You can't just go to these different AI softwares, do very minimum to base level research or surface level research, and just expect to make $10,000 a month or $5,000 a month, right? If you want to take this serious and you want to make multiple six figures a year, even 7 figures, and make this your main job and your main stream of income, you need to treat it as a real business. You need to start operating like a CEO, operating with a right and positive mindset. And with that being said, you also can do competitor research on what's working, and this is why you're able to resolve it. So as I just said, how Claude can do competitor analysis, research, topic research, niche analysis, all that, you can also do some of this yourself just to stay in the loop of everything. The one thing you don't want to do, and the one thing I don't want you to get misconstrued on, is that you don't want AI to fully take you or replace other parts of your business. AI is here to enhance and speed up the process. It's not here to replace it. So when people go, oh, you're not going to be able to run channels because AI can just replicate it and mimic it and generate these videos and images and all that, that's not going to be the long-term people that are in faceless YouTube automation. The people that are going to be running it and have multiple plaques and made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, are going to be the ones that are actually utilizing AI in their day-to-day work, doing all the boring or grunt work tasks. And last but not least, you just want to differentiate yourself from the competitors. And I'm going to show you channel examples here in just a second, side by side, so you can see a very good channel in one niche, and you can see in the exact same niche a channel that's not doing good, and you're going to be able to see the pros and the cons of using AI and what both those channels, both the good channel and the bad channel, are doing wrong and incorrectly. And real quick before we move on, going back onto adding human elements and touches, I know it sounds a lot easier, and it's easier for me because I have a decade, 10 years of experience for YouTube. When I say add human touches, it's easier for me to actually understand what that means. But to some of you guys that are newer to this and don't understand what adding human elements means. Basically, if you're going to use AI for your script, which you can, but you don't want to just ask it for a script, copy paste it, and then move on. You want to go through it. If things sound very vague, maybe add your own humor, add your own touch, reword it in your own style, right? Every single channel, no matter what the niche is, needs to have a certain edge and a reason why viewers keep going back to your channel rather than someone else's. You can be in the same niche, you can share audiences even with other channels, but if they don't have a reason to go back to you because either your personality or the videos are crazy, maybe the production, maybe the ideas, there's something about your channel that stands out and it needs to. Otherwise, your channel is going to get buried in with all the others and you're never going to make it long term. Now, differentiating from your competitors on its own is one of the best ways to scale your faceless YouTube channels and actually hit the next revenue level. My students personally use this just like I do on all my channels, and we're scaling like crazy. For example, Priti made $50,000 in a single month, all with faceless YouTube automation. And Adrian made $28,000 in just 90 days alone. We also have Joseph, who made $13,000 in a single month. And one of my most impressive testimonials yet, Jordi joined while making $5,000 a month. And within 30 days, we scaled him to $11,300. And there's tons of other student wins that I have. These are all people who had one-on-one access to me directly. And I personally help them either start or scale their existing YouTube channel and get them to the next revenue level. So if you want the same kind of support and potentially get the same results, if not higher than what you're seeing right now, then you can apply to work with me with the link in the description below. It's going to be the second link in the description. Now back to the video. Now I'm going to show you some examples, and the Dr. John Myers channel is going to be the good channel, or the channel where they do it correctly using AI. And this other channel, Health Maestro, is going to be the channel that does it actually wrong. Now, at face value, you're like, wait a minute, Chris, doesn't this channel have way more subscribers and way more views? Well, if we actually do a deep dive, they have 55 million views, and the Dr. John Myers has only 5.4. Now, the main difference here is the amount of videos and the video to subscriber ratio that they have. This channel in the last 30 days has 37,000 views, all long form, whereas Dr. John Myers in the last 30 days has 4.4 million, which, to put it in perspective, if this channel has a $10 RPM, that's $44,000 just last month, all with AI content, but it's because they know what they're doing and they're building a repeatable process. So first thing, looking at Dr. John Myers that you're going to be able to gain and look at and take away from your channel is you can see that they are a brand new channel. They haven't been running this for 2, 3, 4 months. It's been just a little over a month, and they still managed to gain over 5 million total views, which is just crazy. And again, yes, this is all done with AI. I'll even go to their most popular, and you're going to be able to see this is what we call an AI avatar, something that's not real. It's almost like building a personal brand. I don't know if Dr. John Myers is an actual like celebrity or a real doctor, but this is not a real person in this video. They could be replicating and trying to mimic off someone that's real, but this person is made with AI, and you can even see in the bottom left, they even signaled and put and marked that this video is made with AI. Now, the reason why we're able to tell and see that this channel is better than this channel is even though they have more views, if we go over to their most popular videos, we can see this channel has been running for almost a decade. I mean, let's actually filter to oldest. They've been doing this for 9 years, and their most popular video was 17 million views, and that was 9 months ago, and it was 9 years ago. They don't have any recent ones. And something that's so simple that a lot of people, if not everybody, messes up, especially on the early stages of building their channels. Whenever you have proof of concept and you see something that works, you need to milk the hell and keep spamming that concept or that format until it literally doesn't work anymore. So for Dr. John Myers, you can see he has 9 popular medications that can be trigger. He has 9 popular medications that can trigger rapid dementia. So something about dementia, something about popular medications. I would do another video like that, and you can see he has yet to do another video like that at all. So that's one thing that he's doing negatively. The one positive, and quite literally the only reason why he stands out in this space, is the fact that he's in the health and wellness space. And when you have an AI avatar that acts and poses like a doctor, this is already authority in the space. So now older people are watching him. They think he's a real doctor. He's almost like the Dr. Oz for YouTube for this content. And so people obviously are thinking he's real. He's wearing the lab coat. He's in the AI office, and they think he's real. And that way it gives him authority, and they're watching him because they think he's actually giving real information. Now, something I will say as well, because I also am in similar niches like this, you can't just have AI come up with a script for you. In order to do it the correct way and the most legitimate, especially when you're talking about medications or supplements to take, things like that are actually like potentially harmful. This is when you need to fact check everything using Claude, ChatGPT. Just fact check everything with AI. That way you know you're not giving false information. And to be honest, a lot of this stuff is very basic and stuff that most people already know. Like doctor warns, never reheat these 4 foods because it gives you a cancer risk. And it's probably very common things that everybody already knows, right? It's just done in an AI, more professional way with a doctor on the screen. So people are like, oh, that makes sense. I've always heard that. But now that Dr. John Myers confirmed it, I know that it's 100% real. Now, taking a look at Health Maestro, again, the one thing that they're doing, they're posting but you can see they have no set structure and they have no format. Versus when we look at Dr. John Myers, he's apparent in every single one of their thumbnails. Now, does his style, does his format change rapidly depending on the video idea? Sure. But the one thing that he has in every video is the fact that he is in every single one of his videos. Versus Health Maestro, there's no branding. There's no real reason, right? You can see it looks like a very clinical video, like something you would see at the hospital or even in school, right? Like very AI, like very boring type of videos. There's no reason to click on this. And again, we can even reconfirm this by checking their last month. We can even go 3 months. They don't even have 100,000 long form views in the past 3 months. Let's go to the past 6 months. And then we can even go to their most popular to reconfirm it. They haven't had a viral video in the past, it looks like at least 3 years. Their last viral video was 1 year ago and it only has 500K. Versus Dr. John Myers, he hasn't even been in the space for 2 years and his most popular is 600,000 views in 2 months, which is crazy. And this is how you can see the algorithm and the pivots, and you always have to stay in the game. If you're just looking to outsource everything with AI, it's not going to work, because if the second you stay out of your business or you don't have a channel manager or someone that's helping you run these things like a manager, you're going to fall out of the market and you're going to fall out of the loop of things, and you're not going to understand what's working or why it's not working. Now, real quick, if you're following along, you're taking notes and everything is making sense, but you still don't know what niche to pick from and you don't want to do what Dr. John Myers is doing, well, you're in luck, because I actually made a fully free niche list with over 70 different niches, tons of different channels, and I actually laid out, and I went above and beyond for you guys, and I laid out a bunch of the stats, such as how the content's made, who it targets, the biggest outliers, the notes, the difficulty actually, and the amount of money that they're making. So that way everything is organized for you. So whether you have experience and you're looking to scale more channels, there's a bunch of niches in here, or whether you're looking to just kickstart your channel and get your first few channels off the ground, you can scroll through and take a look at all these different niches. So I'll leave the link for this completely free, I'm not charging a dime for this, free niche list in the description below. Just click the link in the description to gain access to this free niche list, and now you can kickstart your channel. Now, heading back over here, now that you better understand why Dr. John Myers works and why Health Maestro doesn't anymore, is because the YouTube algorithm changes. Now, something that Dr. John Myers has to watch out for that Health Maestro really doesn't is going to be mass demonetizations. Now, as you guys know, there's been a whole inauthentic content wave, YouTube's new AI system, and the brutal mass demonetizations that people and creators are losing a bunch of money on, hundreds of thousands, if not tens of millions of dollars. So here's what you need to keep in mind, and here's honestly how you fix it. You need to keep in mind that every other AI channel is getting demonetized, right? You see a bunch of creators that are going to even try to mimic Dr. John Myers or even Health Maestro, and even though they're utilizing AI, they have stock footage, B-roll, a bunch of free API keys out there that's super easy to do. They're still not demonetized and they're still actually posting. So if you ever get demonetized because of your content is with AI, this is why you need to follow these 3 pillars right here, and especially adding human elements and human revisions of your own. That way your channel stands out and there's actually a personal touch to it. But if you want to ensure that your channel doesn't get demonetized and doesn't ever get flagged by the YouTube system, you do not want to automate the entire process 100%. I know the business model is called YouTube automation, and that's where a lot of people, if not everybody initially, gets mixed up and go, oh, well, I thought I could just sit back and just hire a team and pay them 20 bucks a video and make hundreds and thousands of dollars. Well, that sounds good, but that's not a real business, right? If you have a team that's doing everything for you and they're making you money and you just pay them 20 bucks a video, if you take that team out from your equation, from your channel, then you go from having no knowledge, no experience, no nothing, and you lose everything. So that's not a real business, and that's not sustainable or repeatable. We need to make sure that YouTube feels human input is behind the channel. We need to either use a voice actor for the voiceover, we need to add human elements, revise the script, add some humor to it, some emotional to it. We need to just make it a real channel. Think of if you were YouTube and you were looking at a fully done AI channel. I mean, obviously it's pretty obvious to tell when someone is fully utilizing AI versus someone that's doing things raw. You know, it's a little bit messy, not as perfect, but those are the channels that are going to last the longest on YouTube and make the most money. And just to go over this one more time, YouTube does not hate AI. YouTube actually rewards creators that use AI, right? Dr. John Myers, again, this is a fake AI avatar. This isn't a real person. Last week, just within the last 7 days, look at this. He got 1 million long form views, which again, if he has a $10 RPM, which is probably really close, if not to what he has, that's $10,000 just last week. And so again, for the last 30 days, he has 4.4 million. And so he's absolutely crushing it. He's making minimum $30,000 a month, all with faceless content. And I know I see a lot of gurus out there. That's why I have to make this video. They say, oh, you can't use AI, or, oh, it doesn't work, da, 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 da. Of course, there is an incorrect way of using AI, but there's also an incorrect way of hiring a team of freelancers and doing the work for you. There's incorrect ways and there's correct ways of doing every type, whether you're doing manual, freelancer, agency work, or you're using AI, there's correct ways and there's incorrect ways of doing any of those processes. So you just want to make sure that you're following along and you're taking notes with this video, and that way you can actually know how to resolve it worst case if your channel ends up getting demonetized or flagged and something negative happens. So these are all the problems that AI brings when it comes to faceless YouTube automation. Now, of course, you can apply these solutions that I gave you, and trust me, it will scale and help your channel. But if you want someone to personally walk with you and hold your hand for every step of the process for your faceless YouTube channel, then you can apply to work with me one-on-one in the description below. And if you made it this far, comment the word loyalty and I'll go through and like and heart some of your comments. I appreciate you all for making it this far. Peace out.